What's up? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Wax Discovery Show, where we find diamonds in the rough and nifties in your wild. I'm your host, Love Handles, coming to you live and direct. We got Marty B in the house, aka Bikini Bottom. We got
That's right.
Yana chilling in the metaverse, handling all the controls. We don't have Dave today, so everybody tweet in the comments. We miss you, Dave, but he will be back. And yeah, how you doing, Martin? How you doing, Yana?
I'm doing well, except for another show. It's a packed one. And, our goal is to be a little bit faster for you guys, get more information for you guys compressed, So it's a quick intro. I hope you guys enjoy it still.
Yeah, doing great. Thank you. Yeah,
right.
super excited for today's show.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's get straight into it, guys. We got a little bit of news as we like to start the show out with. Thank you everybody joining, by the way. Thank you for all the retweets out there, Shnazzy and everybody that retweeted the tweets, man. We really love to see it, but let's get into it. Porsche. We covered this, late last year, talking about Porsche. We were all really excited for this. I thought it was going to be a big hit, but it looks like Porsche dropped the ball. And so here we go.
A little bit, yeah. I saw this actually this morning, like looking at like the whole Twitter, like making this like kind of a thing. Right now, all the NFT OGs like talking about, hey man, like what are you doing wrong there, man? Porsche, you got so much budget, you have so much potential, you could do so many cool things with your NFT release, but it seems they kind of didn't listen to the right people, or they kind of were, I don't know what happened wrong there, but at least it didn't sell out. I see like on the secondary market, prices are really going lower than the actual price, so prices are dropping on this one. Sorry, Porsche, but let's take a look a little bit, like so we have 60% were sold. It was earlier this morning. Like this tweet is a little bit old. We can look at the stats a little bit right now, how the actual price looks, but like it's like they tried to sell 10 million worth of uncreative NFTs, and that's kind of, I see in this tweet here, like it's uncreative NFTs with low effort, and that's like really what happened here. And it's kind of, I'm not really excited for this because I don't like people see this. I don't like people see them failing, but I really want to push people like this to like, hey, put in the effort, put in the creativity, work with people, make your NFTs exciting, because we need to show people that the whole NFT community and NFTs are something exciting and not necessarily something just a JPEG with no utility, no nothing, not even artists being involved, So there are some great suggestions that we see here from space.east, it's a cool thread. So there's so many potentials that we see with other brands doing it, or with just like people when it just started and NFTs were fan art about Vitalik Buterin, or like some other things where we start memeing things and all these kind of things. So you can play around with your brand. I'm hoping that your lawyers let you make it like all like within your kind of corporate ID, but there's lots of things. Just get some wheel rims with the Serum logos maybe, or get a Vitalik Buterin bobblehead. I would like to see this.
Seriously.
Get the
These are some really cool suggestions, right? Imagine the ledger stacks, right? You're driving in your Porsche and you can check out, the transactions and what your NFT is worth and all that good stuff. Even a Porsche marketplace, who knows? But just dropping a plain old JPEG, and that's kind of what gives crypto or NFTs, right, a bad rap, is like there's a lot of these low effort drops from these high end brands, and it's like, come on, bro. Porsche, if you're listening, contact Martin over at .gems. That's what he does. Anyone else out there as well, if you got a great project, contact Martin. I know you already have so much on your plate, Martin, but
I remember like Yana and I, since we're both from Germany, we got kind of like, cool, Porsche, one of the most famous German brands, was like, showcasing German quality, and engineering and like all these kind of things. Man, you do machines so great, you do so much good things. Like the 911, that's actually like an epic thing to turn into an NFT, but like, failed here. Sorry. Hopefully it gets better.
I mean, on top of that, no one mentioned it, so I'm mentioning. I got a Zimbrick here. I'm driving a Porsche 911 GT3 992, but looking like seeing it from the one perspective, NFT, Web3, nice, but I'm seeing it on top of that from the racing Web3 perspective, and sim racing is growing bigger and bigger. There's a game called Rensport.gg coming out, and they announced digital ownership. So haha, Jana looked into it already. But then people asked NFT, and they said no, it's not NFT. So I'm looking into so this connection between like the kind of 3D, 2D design, the assets coming from companies like Renault is in Web3, Porsche is now in Web3, Skoda is in Web3. If they have cool liveries for the cars, like sell them to the people. This is, for example, a utility, but like selling a blank asset and telling, hey, there are like in 3 months you get a design line, and in another whatever time you get a nice design hood, and maybe there's utility coming with it. This is not enough. This is especially not for a large company who is jumping into a community built space where the community said like, hey, we built this, we had like visions, and now like you're coming into this to make money, which is okay. We invited you with open arms, but play a little bit our rules, our ideas, and think Web3, not Web2.
Exactly. Yeah, you said like they are Web3, they arrived in Web3, but just because you have an NFT, you're not Web3, right? If you want to be in Web3, you say, hey, we're going to do some NFT drops, submit your designs, and have a DAO voting on who can design these Porsches, right? Which artists get involved, decentralize the whole thing, and share some money. And that's how you get community traction, Make it a little bit flatter than the top-down, marketing agency telling you, yeah, you need to use some hashtag NFT stuff in order to hype and make your product like cool. Yeah. This is like a bad example, guys. Yeah. Please be better.
Apparently the Porsche community is not hyped on this. I feel real bad for the guy, right, who pitched this to his boss and said, hey, boss, let's make some NFTs. And the boss was like, I don't know, man.
Probably it took them like 1 year to get it all through the stages of being approved. That's another problem with large companies, right? They have an idea, and then it needs to be, idea, and it needs to be pitched to this level, and then it needs to go through legal and all these kind of things. So we don't know what happened there. It's not like the end of the world, guys. You have a great cars. Maybe you can do some other cool drops in the future, or add some cool utility to the people, to these NFTs. That's another thing. Like if the design of you can update the metadata. You can update within OpenSea the metadata of this NFT. You can evolve like how it looks, all these kind of things. That's something you can do in the future. Maybe do some sales later, but add also utility to this. There's lots of. Let's see how this is going. But I just wanted to mention it, like, because we mentioned it earlier, like we were excited about Porsche. Now the drop is out. It's not selling out. There's a lot of like cringe moments with this. But it's not just Porsche who's failing sometimes. There are plenty of projects that are not making it through the bear market. It's a culling out there. Lots of projects that raise some funds. They have to admit that they can't make it. So. But Porsche, you got a good budget. Do better, please.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole point, guys. That's the moral of the story, right? Utility. We're moving into the era of utility. Your NFT has to do something. It has to stand out. It has to have value, has to give value to the holders. And in this case, it doesn't look like Porsche has learned that yet. But who knows, right? Maybe they'll upgrade them and see what happens. There's plenty of them left, so not financial advice, definitely. But yeah, all right. All right, Porsche. Well, better luck next time, guys. I hope you guys learned your lesson. Maybe try dropping on wax next time, but yeah. All right. So here's some of these different reactions to the Porsche drop, right? And
that's not the Porsche drop. That's actually the game.
This is actually the Dookey run, right?
Dookey Dash. The
Dookey Dash, everybody. All right, so if you guys know or may not know, the Bored Ape Yacht Club is expanding their brand. They're dropping a game, and this is some of the gameplay it looks like here. Let's see if I can give you a little bit of sound here. Yeah, I don't see it, but it's not too bad, right? I guess it gives ApeCoin a little bit of utility at least, right? We're just talking about utility. So, if anybody has played this game, let us know how you like it. Let us know if it's adding any value to your ape. But not bad, you know. At least they're moving into the realm of more utility for your tokens. And we just thought we'd show you this game real quick. I'm sure everybody pretty much.
Let me comment on this pretty quick.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if you are like let's assume like now I'm multi-millionaire because like you're not only having one Bored Ape. It's not looking like this. You expect exactly looking like this in the moment because it's like, okay, everyone who's like got 90 hours a day to play this game will get more ape out of the game than me. What the fuck? I need to hire guys for this, and
exactly.
It's pretty hard to do you give something to the whales? Do you give something to the not yet whales? So this game is kind of,
it's exactly what's happening. Like I heard like a lot of people, they hire actually like gamers who were doing like games like Temple Run for a long time, and now these millionaires that you're talking about, they're hiring other gamers, you know, potentially giving them like access to the keys. You know, I have no idea what they're doing, but like you know, that's what's going on. In order to get on leaderboard, I think you need to, you know, log in with your MetaMask keys, you know. So it's I mean, I'm happy that the Bored Ape Club is still putting out things on a regular basis, you know. Like it started with the mutants, then you had like the other side sale, now you had like the sewer pass in order to play the game, you know. You'll see, you know.
Yeah, and especially I'm not in the bubble. I can't see like what's happening parallel. Not that bubble, and parallel in development I mean, you just mentioned it, like the metaverse is coming. This is just a mini game. Maybe you see it on an arcade in the metaverse later. So I'm absolutely not in the bubble. I'm judging from just distance, but
Yep, totally. All right, moving on. In case you guys don't know yet, you can advertise on Atomic Hub. We just wanted to touch on this very quickly, let everybody know. Here's the tweet. Go to Atomic Hub, check it out. Put your wax collection in there, and maybe you can get it promoted. It's like, you know, so take a lesson from Porsche, right? You need promotion, you need utility, you need things like that. So advertise on Atomic Hub, everybody. All right,
links to all that, you find it in the bottom of the
for sure. All right, guys, moving into some wax news. The voting has ended, everybody. I'm sure if you follow this, you already know, but congratulations, Rakiden,
Rakiden, also from Germany.
Rakiden, that's right, Rakiden. Yeah, he actually joined the Twitter space. I remember that. So Rakiden, congratulations. You are reinstated, right? Or you know, you're continuing to be the OIG. Well deserved. Keep up the good work.
Look at these votes, like more than 20 million votes.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Bam!
Shout out to the other candidates, Mike D, Danish, and Nick, and the other guy, right? That's how everybody knows him, right? He's the other guy, but he didn't get very many votes, but that's okay. You know, he got his chance, and the community decided, and Rakiden is the winner. So congrats everybody, congrats Wax OIG. Thank you for what you guys do. And
re-elected actually. I think Rakiden was doing a good job in the previous season. Again, Jana and I had the pleasure to meet him in Amsterdam on the Nefty Blocks community conference, and he knows his wax stuff for sure.
Yep. All right, speaking of Lucas, a little bit of a poll he tweeted out. 335 million atomic assets created. The Wax blockchain will soon be available on Ethereum and Binance via the bridge. We talked about that a little bit last show. And so he needs a good reason in the comments. What's the next chain you guys would like to see the bridging over to? I voted Polygon, and it looks like a lot of the people agree with that.
For sure.
I think Polygon is a great one to bridge to. Yes. Really excited for that, and super dope. And look, a lot of the comments in there, guys. A lot of people have what they want to say. So definitely check out Lucas's Twitter, give him a follow, so you can stay up to date with all the wax stuff. You know, he's the chief technology officer, so he definitely knows what's going on. So awesome. All right. Getting ready for exciting Twitter Spaces. Before we get into that, though, there was one more thing we wanted to share. Let's see if I can find it here. I hope I didn't.
Yeah, we were talking about failed games and failed projects a little bit. So, yeah. You know, some of these games and projects that we're sharing here, they don't live as long as some people would like. And so shout out to, I think, also one of the person that were planning to become a Waxo AG member. Shared this, Nick Custis shared this actually earlier, not this tweet.
Where are we at?
But I think it was dropping kind the ball. As a game. Other one bites the dust. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, under another one bites the dust. That's the tweet. There we go. And yes, another one bites the dust. The Wrath of Tezga announced today that they're apologizing for delaying, not just they're gonna basically cancel the whole game. And sad for everybody that invested or participated, still holding the assets. We can look at the website. You know, the website actually didn't look too bad. Maybe they spent all their funds on developing the website and like getting some kind of like screenshots or nice mock-ups of the games.
Yeah.
No idea what happens there. Like, we can scroll down a little bit. You know, I don't think we actually talked about this game here on the show, but looking at it, we might have talked. You know, games like this, we kind of feature here weekly because we just want to give everybody a fair chance. But again, you know, we mention this ever so often that this is not financial advice. Whatever you see here, it's just like people putting out the drops. You know, there's sometimes like speculation on the prices of these games and the assets and whatever. But this is really secondary. What we're doing here is following these games and, you know, also giving you an update if a game is really not following through. And look, these people put their real faces in there. You know, they have like some, at least they say that they have some experience in the game. They have like all kind of social setting up, you know. We don't know what happened there, but, you know.
Yeah, the game was great. When I saw it, like, I was excited, like a turn-based roleplay game.
Yeah.
Maybe like with a lot of NFT interactions, not like the combat system or something, but like the combat rewards maybe and all the stuff. I'm praising it since show one. Like, I love to see Unity, 3D, Unreal games, whatever engine you use, like having more a game than just like send a transaction and stake something to get yield out of something game, which is not
this is definitely something I would have been into. I mean, if I would have seen this, I probably would have went in here and aped in just by looking at the website. And I think that's kind of the moral of the story, right? That's what we're trying to say here is do your own research, guys. Make sure that you know what you're getting into, because look at this thing, looks beautiful. Even it got verified, right? It got double verified on Atomic Hub. Everybody had high hopes for this. The NFTs look great. 95% of the land sold.
It checks a lot of boxes, I have to say, you know, but still, they say they can't finish it. It's a brutal bear market. Maybe they just kept all their funds in wax, you know, which would have would have been devastating. So, you know, whenever you do a sale for NFTs in order to fund the development of your games, you know, look at the general market sentiment, you know, be at least partially on the safe side, you know, in order that you can ensure that the development is going on, so you don't leave your investors hanging. Anyways, let's move forward.
All right. So, back to the Wax positive news. We got Wax Wednesday coming up. Shnazzy, right? Featuring Shnazzy talking about virals and all that good stuff. So set your reminder, guys, and get ready for this Twitter Spaces. And speaking of Shnazzy, she's got a collab drop going on with the Shingland. So they're gonna do Shingland's gonna have an e-girl, it looks like. So super excited about that. And that's the theme for our show. We're gonna be giving away a bunch of Shnazzy packs, some e-girls. So
Shnazzy!
That, yeah. But shout out Shnazzy. If you don't know about Shnazzy,
The magic
we talk
mama.
about her a lot on the show. We can go over her links a little bit, but we mainly just wanted to announce this new drop. We definitely have to really do an in-depth feature with Shnazzy stuff because she just has so many things. But here's the links to some of her paintings, right, and her virals on wax.
Check out her Twitch. She does these live sessions on painting and then drops the NFT of the painting shortly after. It's really like a nice, engaging way of, you know, showing off creativity and skills as well, you know?
Yeah,
because,
big
like,
time.
Exactly,
Great
you know,
artist.
so that's, I think it's the whole virtual NFT thing. So you're not just buying the NFT, you're potentially also getting like a real artwork, like handmade. So that's something that I'm super excited about. Snazzy's doing a real good job showing that she actually painted it, like letting people like having a say on what's going on and engaging on the live stream with it. So yeah, don't just buy the NFTs. If you can't afford the NFTs, follow at least her Twitch stream because that's exciting stuff. Maybe you can learn some painting there yourself.
Yep. Doing a great job, as you mentioned. These are all the epic e-girls, right?
Yeah.
Gaming was always kind of considered not cool in the female community, right? And more emails are getting into the gaming, you know, and this is kind of example of what some of these girls might look like. And epic profile pics. Packs are almost sold out, so super excited. Doing a great job, Shnazzy. So yeah, let's kind of get into it here. Let's give one away. We got the wheel, everybody. Shout out to everybody who joined the contest. We had almost 100 entries. That's really cool. Thank you, Shnazzy, for retweeting it, and Wax even liked the tweet, so we're always stoked to see that engagement. But all right, so let's spin her and see what we do here. I think I might have to turn this down if I remember from last show. We got a winner. Catatumbo 111. Congratulations. We send you out a Shnazzy e-girl pack after the show. Expect that today or tomorrow. And yeah, thank you for your support. Thank you for joining the contest. Also in the shout out to the chat. I see Double Jungle in there. I see Chair. What's up, Chair? How you doing, bro?
New Chair's dropping today.
Yeah, Super LOL. Morton. Matt D in the house again. Yeah, thank you guys for your support. Put your wax wallet in the comments, guys. Put it in the live chat, and we'll get you out something sweet. We got some stuff there for you guys from our giveaway wallet. So super stoked.
Back, guys.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining. Cheers. All right, let's get into the first. Actually, before we get into the first drop, there are these tools that came to our attention. Looks like a couple of them are actually collabing. We got NFT Stonkers collabing with another like wax-based CPU rental platform, I guess you want to call it. I'm not exactly too familiar on how these things work, but basically you enter in your wallet, right? You might have to log in first. And then you can just rent some CPU, right? So let's say you want to rent 100 wax CPU for one day, so you only have to pay 0.034 wax. And you get like a full day of RAM. It's really awesome. Beneficial
of something.
You don't have the funds available.
People asked for it because they saw it somewhere else.
Yeah. Shout out to the EOS community. You know, we like here on the YouTube channel of EOS Nation, we have a lot of EOS news, and this reminds me a lot of like the power up system, the EOS power up system, where you basically can free your account for a micro amount of like, you know, a little payment, and you can do whatever you want. You get massive amounts of CPU. And for everybody that doesn't know what CPU is basically how much, you know, processing power your account has to in this decentralized network computer, right? So if you want to play a game for one day, you don't want to always like stake as much wax tokens for you to own the network resources. You can just pay like a little bit, and then it's just like you can play the whole game, the whole day for this. So I really like it that like WaxP Tools is like putting out these kind of like, you know, really user-friendly, making the gaming aspect of Wax more user-friendly. Shout out to NFT Stonkers if they're the ones that built this. So it's pretty cool. I'd like to see that, you know.
Yep. Same thing here with the Stonkers website. You can log in with your Wax wallet, do your thing, and
pretty cool.
Yeah, I believe they also have some NFTs. So it looks like there's a game here, Play Stonk City.
Cool. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like we also know from EOS Power Up, you can own some NFTs, and then when you then charge your account, if you own an NFT and you staked it for a certain amount of time, then it kind of triples or quadruples or 10x's whatever you're staking there. So NFTs play a role. If you're a power user, get an NFT. You know, it's a one-time investment, but then whenever you pay a little bit for your resources in order to play the game, it's like you just increase your value there by making a long-term commitment by owning or staking some of these NFTs.
Yeah,
I really like it. And we talked about the IBC to ETH and Polygon earlier with this poll from Lucas Livka. But another thing that's coming out, and that's also an initiative where we see like Wax and EOS and, you know, UX Network and Telos coming together. It's like doing these initiatives together, like with the Leap upgrade, with like the Antelope Coalition, right? A lot of these initiatives, they will be synchronized. So yeah, shout out to the Antelope Coalition. Like, I love to see this all coming together.
Yep, for sure. All right, guys. So that basically wraps up the news and the current events on Wax. And let's get into the drops. As we promised, we want to keep the show at a nice pace so we don't bore you guys. So let's get right into Cosmos 11. If you guys don't know, kind of an underground game, really. I mean, it doesn't get a lot of, I guess, like frontline views or whatever, in my opinion. I don't really see it around much, but I looked into it and it looks really nice. I feel like this is one of the gems that we look for. It's about soccer. At first when they said football, being from America, I thought it was like more of a traditional football, right, with the American style, but it's actually soccer. That's what we call it here in America, football to the rest of the world. But yeah, it's a football.
Americans are weird.
Management. Yeah, it is weird, right?
Yeah, they want to be different. Like I see it on the metrics. I see it on the Celsius Fahrenheit. Like we moved out of Europe. We are not gonna make the same. It's different and it stays different. Yeah.
Right. But the cool part is like you can get the players, right? It looks like there's different aliens that play, right? You got humans and stuff. So I'll hop right into it. We don't really do too many game reviews, like full reviews on the games, but I will definitely run through it real quick. And I definitely wish I had more time to go into it because it looks.
That was
really
one of my
cool.
first games, you know, that I played on a computer. It was like Bundesliga Manager, where you can like really like buy a player. You know, you couldn't actually play. It was just like you can set up your dream team and then like randomize like the results. It was like one of the first games that I played. So it's. Yeah, I'm down for football games.
We had a group of friends coming together in one room with a computer because like online gaming wasn't a thing back in the days, but we came together. We had like everyone his own team, and it was like, hey, now you can hand over to your friend and he can now manage his team. And so I know we played like the complete winter. I can remember. Yeah. This was awesome. So yeah, football management games are a thing. And still today, especially with the FIFA stuff.
So I didn't have any assets this morning, and I went to the secondary and I grabbed a couple. They were really inexpensive, couple pennies over here, but they showed up right away. So it looks like it's a nice, healthy working website. It looks like 97 people online. I hit the play button here. It was asking me to register as a manager, so I hit play, and I registered real quick. I had a really cool screen to where it shows you right on the blockchain, you being registered. Join some leagues, right? That's when it asked me to register. Then you have some built-in, looks like some built-in some news, right? Right when you get in, there's all the news on the game, right? The drops and stuff. Then you have a scanner. Let's see what that is.
Yeah, now I see that there's a stadium pack drop, and you need to own some stadiums. You can rent stadiums. Yeah. You know,
that is one thing I noticed, Martin, is it did start to it did freeze again last time as well. So I guess guys, give it a refresh or something. It's probably a pretty heavy loaded website. There is 97 people on there playing. So if you run into that problem, just give it a refresh, and then it's
98 accounts, I would say, right? We shouldn't call accounts people. You know, there's no necessarily
Good point.
Right?
Yeah.
People can have multiple accounts. Bots can be accounts. So that's not necessarily metrics. It's brave to put it there. It might be also some kind of trick to actually show that
these are the same metrics going out to DebRadar or all these tools. There are metrics, and if you want to provide them,
I would like to see a chat box. I would like to see a chat box where you can talk to people. Maybe they're old. But anyway,
almost looking cool.
Yeah.
But it's not the first game though, and you guys know Sorare, right? Sorare is kind of the football game when it comes to NFTs and collectibles, and they actually have real world players. So that's kind of enticing and engaging. So I know I look into other games, what they have here, but we see some NFTs here. They're random players, random designs. It's cool though.
Yeah.
It's just
I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Definitely recommend giving it a look. They're dropping their stadium packs. It was yesterday. They sold out real quick, and they looking like a pretty heavy price there. So you guys, like we said before, definitely do your own research. Never financial advice here. We just want to bring the news to the community. Shout out to all the developers and everybody. Like Martin said, we give everyone a chance to showcase their stuff. It's a community show. We do it all for you guys. So so that's Cosmos 11, guys. Definitely give it a look. All right, moving on. We got Señore Lupe dropping his tweets.
For sure.
I saw Martin's hand. When this motion is coming, I see I need to get the me.
It's air on time.
Lupe, thanks for the retweet, man. Love it.
Yeah,
that's super dope.
So.
Yeah. A little bit of alpha. We might be getting a Lupe board coming. I don't want to get off track here, but just some news for the listeners. If you follow us, you definitely know what we're talking about. So
I'm excited for the Skatecoin rewards, man. This is gonna be awesome. And having Lupe in this.
Spoiler.
Yeah, Lupe, man, we waiting.
Okay.
Excited to have you, bro. But so let's kind of look into his drop. 1 hour 26 minutes, guys. Get your wax ready.
Okay, just 25.
Yeah, they don't last long, this Señor Lupe stuff. Speaking of financial advice, right?
69 wax. 69 wax is a steal for this one.
Yeah. So definitely after the show, I would probably go in there and check it out. Shout out to Lupe. He's a long-time member of the community. He's put in work, right? OG, that's what we call him. Some people call him the King of Wax. But Lupe is always doing great stuff, and definitely stuff to really shiny tweets here, right?
Very consistent. So, Señor Lupe is consistent with the designs, with the drops, with the language. When he it's another when we were discussing with him the board, right? The language in the private messages, it's the same with his tweets. Love it. Consistent with his alter ego.
But guys, support the king.
Alter ego.
All right.
Don't call me by my name. I'm an artist. You've heard this before, I guess. So he is Señor Lupe in person. So he cannot write different. How? I love it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm trying to see.
I'm motivated.
When he's dropping here, I don't know why I always get lost here on this calendar. But
I need to quickly set my alarm to.
Yeah, everybody, today 2100 UTC. Everybody get ready. All right. So let's move on. Time for another giveaway. We got the claw, everybody. It's my favorite one.
The sound? Got the sound?
The claw?
All right, Burak.
Welcome to the Wax Discovery stream.
You got yourself a Shnazzy E-Pack. Congratulations. Let's check out the chat. How you guys doing in there? Anybody put their wallet in there? Don't forget to drop your wallet in the chat, guys. We got a nice Shnazzy E-Pack for you. All right. Let's move on to Castles, another game that we're not going to go too deep into, but we'll definitely check it out. They're dropping some stuff. Looks like it's probably tomorrow. Let's see. All right, guys, we got Castles. We don't have a time, guys, but they're launching their base building feature, and that's going to be tomorrow. So definitely check that one out. Check over to their Twitter, give them a follow. Let's get into it. All right, nice looking website. But as we saw before, right? Don't judge everything on looks. But what I did notice was cool about this is that it's free to play, and they do have these free packs, which is full of food. And I grabbed one the other day. Let's grab another one and get my power ups.
Wait, so you get free pack? You get a free pack?
Yeah.
Unlimited?
It resets. Yeah, it resets. So in 8 hours, I can claim another one. But if you go over and see my inventory here,
I want to see that.
There they are. I got a bunch of tea. I got some bread, right?
So
and right here,
is it like limited supply or unlimited supply? Can you take a look at this?
I would think they're unlimited. Yeah, it's got a question mark, but 6,000 of them are burnt, so people are using them. Right?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think a croissant or a tea, it sounds to me like a booster. Like you have your main assets and hey, take a croissant and now your worker is working 1.1 or 10% more or whatever. Yeah, I like it.
We definitely have to get into the game a little more, but look, see, I can power up here. It's lit up, so I got my tea. Let's click it and see what happens. I'm not really set up, right? So it probably won't do much for me, but
sipping on my tea.
Definitely something we'll have to look more into. Congratulations, I increased my character power, so that's cool. We got some cake, we got wine. You can trade them right here and blend them straight from the website. So that's nice.
Hey, they're also streamed by the game. Can we I saw some advertising about their Twitch. So since we're also here live on Twitch, shout out to everybody that's watching us on Twitch right now. There, scroll down. There's like Twitch giveaway streams. So that's something the Metasource Games Twitch. Shout out to them.
There we go.
Next time we're live, starting soon. Look at that. Let's rate this channel, maybe.
All right.
Probably not. No.
Not bad, everybody. So yeah, as we were saying, do your own research is a great place to get that information. Check out their Twitch stream starting in a few minutes. So don't leave us, but at the same time, there's lots of information here. Lots of great. It's good to see they got a lot of followers. Join their Discord. Get familiar with the community. They'll definitely let you know what's going on in there. And but yeah, shout out Castles dropping their stuff tomorrow.
Yep. Cool stuff.
Base building features. So it's looking good. All right, next up, JRG with his epic musical NFTs. He's dropping another musical NFT, and that's going to be Thursday, guys, at 20 UTC. He's going to drop That's the Way. That's his latest music NFT. So, well, let's kind of go in there. We've definitely covered them before, but I feel like music NFTs and that stuff, they don't get enough love. They don't get enough traction. It's such a huge deal to me. Be able to put your music on an NFT like that. It's almost like there was tapes, right? There was CDs, and there was downloads, and now we have NFTs, which is a whole new thing, right? I like to call them MP5s, kind of, right? It's like a whole new format of music, right? and you know, the way you can kind of control your own royalties and set up royalties to the artists and the other people that are behind the music drops. You know, it's just really great. Shout out Munster Vision. He's another artist that drops epic musical NFTs. But let's get into this one here. This is JRG's last drop.
I think we talked about this, and we were
yeah, we definitely talked about it before.
That was cool.
Give it a quick look.
Whole
Nice.
playlist there, golden vinyl, cool stuff going on, and I really dig the pixel design that you know, it's also on the thumbnail here, you know, there.
Yeah,
there,
nice and crispy.
That's pretty cool. So what I like about JRG, he's like continues to work with new designers, I suppose, new or like creative artists to make his NFTs, the music NFTs. So you get the music, but you also get a cool kind of design, you know. So I appreciate that.
I haven't looked into this too much with these different. Looks like an avatar builder. He's got some legs. He's got the arms. That's pretty cool. Probably over here in the blend somewhere. But yeah, shout out JRG from Brazil. You're killing it.
Yeah, nice throw up there as well.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if I can find his blends. I don't know why I've been getting lost on the Nifty Blocks website lately.
So much stuff going on Nifty Blocks.
Yeah, man, they're building all kinds of great stuff. Oh, there we go. All right, blends. Out of stock. I love to see that. I love to see these things being used and people engaging with their NFTs, putting their utilities to work. Nice stuff.
There's an art in making the quantity of your NFT drops like just the right size for your community, right? Don't kind of overproduce, don't make it too minimal, get a nice distribution going. That's like premium advice. Look at you, Porsche.
Definitely.
Oh, we did all the same mistake. We learned from it.
Definitely.
Sure did.
Shout out JRG, man, you're doing it. All right. So last but not least, guys, features Relic. He's another guy that came on the show not too long ago, last year. We definitely need you back. This was an interesting one. He kind of just came out of the chat. We were talking with Matt, I believe, or Order Works. One of those guys were on, and all of a sudden we were mentioning features Relic, and he straight popped onto the show straight out from the chat. So that was really cool of him. And he kind of went over his stuff. It's basically a filmmaking game, right, where you experience how filmmaking works, and it's all done with NFTs. He had really cool stuff like time clocks where you clock in, and all these different like the pay stubs and stuff like that. It was really cool. So check out their stuff. They're dropping Saturday, 1800 UTC. They're returning with a triple canister. But I thought we'd kind of look in some of his stuff real quick before we wrap up the show.
He took the blending to the next level for sure.
He
composed a complete game based on blending, and this is amazing. This really
super amazing, super great art. He came to us straight from his studio, so it looks like it was just, you know, him and another guy maybe doing all this stuff. So basically independent artists doing their thing, you know, making their name in the Web3 space on the blockchain. As you know, Nifty Blocks and Atomic Hub, they make it really easy for us to build and stuff. So shout out to you guys. But yeah, we got some credit cards here. Looks like they got some coins, right? Some credits. They got their seal. Here's the time cards we were talking about. So we really have to catch up on this game. But as Jana was saying, he's taking it to the next level. It's really in depth, especially with the blends and stuff. Let's check those out. So get all your assets together, right? And check out the blends and see what you can get. They got some Christmas stuff. They got a tour. They got the Digicon schedule, a guide, right, to jerry rigging the common goal.
You can go to YouTube onto the Wax Discovery playlist and search for Futures Relic, and you find like the episode where he was here explaining it.
Totally, yeah, you can definitely do that.
Good idea.
See if we can get that down in the links in the description for you. But yeah, guys, definitely check these out. Don't miss this one, Saturday, guys. 1800 UTC. All right, let's give another Shnazzy pack away. excited for this one. And as I mentioned before, we don't have Dave with us, but you know, Dave is always present, guys. Don't think Dave is not around.
Love it, Dave. Eradicating the little.
We got Dave in there. He's stealing your NFTs.
KO the critters. Bam. For everybody. Loving it.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who joined the contest. I've never seen so many critter, you know, some grub fishes. Dave's eating them up too.
It's critter mania out there, so.
I mean, you're breeding them for weeks now. Come on. What did you expect? Yeah.
Okay, 30 remaining. Dave took another hit at them. So much green splatter going on this game screen. So what can I win again? Like a Shnazzy pack? Awesome.
Yeah, we're giving all Shnazzy packs, man. This is Shnazzy week.
Shnazzy week.
Don't forget to join the Twitter Spaces, guys.
5 left.
About the
Come on, 4 left. 3 left. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna get it? Come on, 2 left.
Oh, we got a winner. He got away. He survived the Dave's wrath.
The wrath of Dave.
There it is. All right, congratulations, Mastoyo. Awesome. Gonna send you out a Shnazzy e-girl pack. And,
congrats.
Let's do a dance off before we leave you guys. So we kind of had a little bit of controversy to where the dance off, it seems like the winner isn't the same one that pops up at the end. So we're just gonna go with the app, I think. So let's see who wins this dance off.
Okay. Mastoyo is going to stance again. Okay. Ooh, is Mastoyo going to make it again? He's incredible!
And there it is. And I think that's how it works, guys. It's the overall rank, right? So if you survive in the initial critter craft, you also have a secondary chance, so it kind of evens it out. But yeah, Mastoyo, 2 packs. Congrats!
It's your lucky day, man.
It is your lucky day.
Go play the lottery today, man. You already won 2 Shnazzy packs.
And if you're not following Shnazzy, you better give her a follow because we're going to check that out. There's a special prize if you're following Shnazzy, so we're going to send you a skate coin magazine on top of that. So
congrats for winning the pack.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We had a great show. It's great seeing everybody. We'll see you next week with some more giveaways, with some more exciting drops. And we'll get some special guests on here soon for you guys. And thank you. Thank you for the love. Until next week, keep it rare, everybody.
Keep it rare. See you next week. Thanks for joining.
Bye.